Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? Um, let's start a new topic that is natural gas. Let me give a brief recap what did we do in the previous block. In the previous block, we did study about two fossil fuels, right? The one was coal, in the coal, and the another one was crude oil, right? In both of those, we have studied the type, mode of extraction, mode of transport, right? And the byproducts of oil we have studied, right? And then the location, right? We have studied about that, and how do we extract those two fossil fuels. Today we will be studying about third fossil fuel, that is natural gas, right? We all use natural gas in our houses, right? Domestically, and definitely industrial consumption is also there for natural gas. Natural gas is basically, that is, as I said, it's a fossil fuel. Again, it is also found in oil bearing rocks above the oil, right? If you remember, when we were studying, we were discussing about crude oil, where the crude oil is found deep underground. So we did study that oil is oil is found in anticline or arc shaped layer of rocks, right? Dome shaped anticline rocks, right? These dome shaped and it is, the oil is sandwiched between gas and water, right? So above the oil excuse me, above the oil, gas is there, and that gas is natural gas basically, right? So that these rocks, they have millions of tiny holes, right? As we did study that oil is being found in porous and non-porous rocks, right? And these they act like a sponge and soak up the gas, right, as it is formed. Above this rock there is a layer of non-porous rocks that trap the gas underground and stop it from leaking out to the surface. Natural gas is made up of many gases, especially methane, ethane, propane, and butane. Okay. Now, in the given slide, as you can see, two major uh, um, SNGPL. These are the organization, two major organizations you can see. One is SNGPL. SNGPL is Sui Northern Gas Pipeline Limited, and then the another one is SSGCL, that is Sui Southern Gas Company Limited, right? If you will open your textbook, page number 141, figure 8.23, one table is given. That table that is where you can see different multiple organizations are there with their functions written. You should know the names of these organizations with their function, because these are the names with their functions you can use this while you will be writing, you will be giving specific examples in your answers, right? Whether it's reasoning answers or whether it's 6 mark answer, right beta? So one is GSP, that is Geological Survey of Pakistan, then OGDCL, Oil and Gas Development Company Limited. Then third one is, as you can see, it is mentioned in the slide also, that is SNGPL, right? So Sri Northern Sri Northern Gas Pipeline Limited, then Sri SSGCL, that is Sri Southern Gas Company Limited, then Pakara Refinery, then that is called Parco also, right? I told you that is that was made with the collaboration of Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, Gulf countries. Then Pakistan State Oil Company, then Hydrocarbon Development Institute of Pakistan, right? Okay, let's proceed further. Okay. Just now I said natural gas is an important fuel, right? And this fuel is used in different thermal power stations, right? This fuel is used in different industries. We use gas in domestic purposes also, right? Okay. Natural gas was found in Pakistan at Sui in Balochistan in 1952, right? Sui is a place at Balochistan where in 1952 natural gas was discovered, right, by PPL, Pakistan Petroleum Limited, while drilling in search of oil. They were in search of oil where from where they got gas reserves also, right? And these gas reserves are considered is considered that is one of the largest in the world. it was the first milestone of hydrocarbon exploration in Pakistan, right? Soon after the discovery of this natural gas in Balochistan, the infrastructure, proper infrastructure was in form of pipeline was laid down to Karachi, right? And then after that, to provide, what was the purpose behind it? To provide cheap fuel to industrial city, right? Because Karachi is always, it was always the industrial hub, right? To generate revenue generation and all, right? Then after that, after Karachi, another pipeline was laid down to Multan, right, in 1958 to supply gas to thermal power station and fertilizer plant, right? For fertilizer industry, beta, natural gas is the main ingredient that is being used in fertilizer industry. We will be studying it later, right? Then after that, the that pipeline was extended to Faisalabad, then Lahore, then Islamabad, Peshawar, Pindi, Quetta, everywhere, the other part of the country, right? Other than extreme northern part of our country, right? Okay, extreme northern part means to Swat, to Gilgit, to Hunza, Gilgit, Baltistan, and all these areas, right? Okay. Now, beta, when natural gas is cooled, right? You must have heard about LPG also, right? What is LPG? LPG is basically it stands for liquefied petroleum gas, right? When natural gas is cooled to a very low temperature, it turns into liquid. This liquid is called LPG, right? It is very easy to transport that LPG from one place to another place, right? And that is transported in cylinders, especially in mountainous areas like Murree, Gilgit, Abbottabad, where natural gas cannot be supplied because there is no proper infrastructure laid down, right? So far, because it requires huge capital investment. And then many people in extreme north of Pakistan, they use LPG for heating, for domestic purposes, for cooking and all, right, beta? Okay, next is, okay, now let's talk about this types of natural gas. As I just now I said, it is CNG or LPG, right? And then mode of extraction, how do we extract it? Through drilling, pumping. For both direct are used the way we extract oil, right, beta? We know what are directs. We discussed when we were doing oil. Location, right? For location purpose, you should open page number 140, figure 8.20. That also we will discuss. Okay, me in Potra Plateau, in Meal, Dharnal. In Upper Sindh, it's Mari, Khairpur, and Balochistan at Sui and Pirko. These are the major potential locations of natural gas resources, where the reserves are there. Modes of transportation, how do we, after extraction, how do we transport natural gas? We transport natural gas, as just now I have mentioned, through pipelines, through cylinders and pipelines also, right? That can be transported. Uses natural gas, it is used as fuel for domestic or cooking purposes, for heating, right? Industrial use, it is, as I said just now, I mentioned, it's a main raw material in fertilizer industry. I'm talking about natural gas, right, beta? Okay, now let's look at the map, figure 8.20, given on page number 140. I'm repeating again, figure 8.20 given on page number 140 in at Homana City. Here you can see the pipeline network which is being shown, how that infrastructure of that pipeline being laid down from Sui, where that is at Balochistan, to Karachi and to the north of the northern part of the country, like till Peshawar, Islamabad, Faisalabad, Multan. It's a continuous network of pipeline, you can see in this map, right, beta? Which is being shown with the help of red line. Okay. Now, likewise, we can see the consumption, industrial consumption of gas, which is shown with the help of a pie chart on page number 141, figure 8.22, where you can see the 33.5% of natural gas is being consumed for power supply, for power generation rather, right beta? Then 15.6% is used in fertilizer industry. Then for household, that is 18.1%. For industrial sector, that is 23.8%. Then for commercial purposes, 2.7%. Then cement industry, it is 0.9%. And then transport for CNG, right, it is 5.4%, right? Okay, that is how natural gas is being transported, extracted, transported through different location. Okay, this video link I will share on GCR, so you can watch it separately, right beta? Okay, now that was all about natural gas, right? Now let's talk about nuclear energy. That is another non-renewable type of energy, that is called nuclear energy, right? Okay, non-renewable. What is non-renewable? Let me repeat again. Non-renewable means once we use it, we cannot use it again, right? Nuclear energy, what is it? Nuclear energy is power that is released from the atom, right? And it is the most powerful source of energy. It is the energy that powers the sun in atomic fission. Okay, there are two major processes. Processes are involved in nuclear power. That is fission and fusion. Fission means better splitting of items, and fusion means joining of item. When we split item and when we by fission or fusion, in both of these cases, it produces tremendous amount of energy is being produced, right? So these are the two major. You can see power plants in Pakistan, that is nuclear power plants in Pakistan. Those are working on uh, nuclear energy to they are working on this project to generate nuclear energy, so the power crisis, energy crisis would be can be overcome in Pakistan. One is Chashma nuclear power plant, that is at Miawali. Then another one is Karachi nuclear power plant, that is at Karachi also it is there. One is at Khoshab, that is also there. Also we have Canap. Uh, Short form I have already written there, and this Canap, Karachi Canap, that is there near Hawke's Bay. Okay. Um, what are the beta? I just now I said Canap, right? Canap was commissioned in 1971 with an installed capacity of 137 megawatt, right? And then Chashma power plant, nuclear power plant, it was established in 1999, and Karachi nuclear power plant, that was established in 1971. So these all are not new organizations; those are working towards towards achieve their goal, right? Many advanced countries of the world have developed their nuclear energy resources to great extent, but not in Pakistan. But still, they are working on it, right? Again, what are the advantages? There are different advantages of nuclear power and disadvantages. Let's discuss advantages first. Less than half kg of uranium is being used or to produce nuclear power energy, and it can half kg of uranium can generate 3 millions more times energy than same weight of coal, right? So it means that is much more beneficial than coal, right? The another advantage is chances of accidents in nuclear energy are low. When nuclear we generate energy through nuclear power, right? So it boosts industrialization. It produces comparatively lesser greenhouse gases, comparatively lesser. It has long term benefit. Alternative to fossil fuel. It has high demand, and we have technology also readily available in Pakistan, fortunately, right? What are the disadvantages, right, for a nuclear power plant? Uranium is scarce, it is very expensive, few countries have it, right? So we need to import it, right? Though we have uranium reserves in Pakistan also, right? Okay, nuclear waste, it's remained radioactive for thousands of years, right? Due to lack of financial crisis, to build more nuclear power plant, because to build a nuclear power plant, a lot of capital investment or financial aid is required, right? So we lack in it. We should develop non-conventional source of energy since we have potential for it, right beta? So that is what all for nuclear power plant. Now, so far we have done all non-renewable energy resources. We have done it, right, beta? Now in the upcoming classes, I will be sharing making groups, right? So you will be responsible to make presentation as per the groups. Topic will would be assigned to you, right? Now till here. Now that was the end of the class. I hope you have understood. Now I'll be sharing this video on Google Classroom, and I'll be sharing the video link that was there in the presentation on Google Classroom, so you can write, make your notes in your journals, right beta? Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz from my side.